Hey, what's up everybody? It's Justin here, welcoming you back to another week of Klowd9. Today we will be wrapping up our series on the Wheel of Life, where we'll be talking about the seventh and final spoke of that wheel, which is your personal wellness. Let's get right into it. Alright, so if you think back to the video we made called Messy Room, Messy Life, we talked about some different things in that video about how important it is to have clean habits and balance in several different areas of your life, comparing life to like a wheel, that if one of these areas, one of these spokes of the wheel is not that strong, a little bit weaker, your journey through life might be a little bit more of a bumpy ride. We really can't stress enough how important it is to set goals in those areas of your life when you realize that one of those is lacking, so that you can strengthen that out and have a little bit more smooth ride to propel you forward in life. I also mentioned in that video that your wheel might look different from somebody else's. It doesn't have to be these 7 different areas. It could be less than that. It might be 3 or 4 that you really feel like are important and focus on. And if you find that that helps you get ahead in life, yeah, pick 3 or 4, set goals in those areas, and build that out that way. So it doesn't have to be exactly like our wheel. However, we feel like these are 6 of the most important areas, followed by the 7th, which for some people might just be the center of the wheel. For others, this might be another spoke of the wheel, which is your personal development, your personal wellness. Now, the reason why we did this one last is because the whole focus of building out these areas of your life is for your own personal development. You are the person that sits in the middle of the wheel. So in building out these other areas, it's kind of in a way taking care of your own personal wellness. But the reason why we set it up as its own separate spoke of a bigger wheel is because we feel that it's very important to dedicate a certain amount of time to just doing the things that you love doing. Now, we strongly believe that it's up to you as an individual to determine how much time you want to dedicate to these things by determining what it is you really want to do in life and how much time is required to be able to do that. So for some of you, your personal spoke might be the most important. This really applies to the people who have determined what they really love in life and decided that they're going to chase after it. For example, it could be an aspiring artist, a musician, an athlete, somebody who's into the culinary arts, somebody who wants to be a chef, maybe a gamer, somebody who just loves video games and that's the thing that they love doing so much that they're aspiring to be a gamer and get paid to play video games. Could be a writer or a blogger, or even somebody like myself who wants to build a brand. This is the final spoke. This is the one area that all the other spokes are going to help support in driving this area forward. So if that's you and you have decided what it is that you really love the most doing in life, and you want all the other areas of your life to work towards that, create those good habits in those other areas, and they will help you get there. How does my mind need to be? What kind of body, what kind of condition do I need to be? What kind of friends do I need to have? All of these other areas of the wheel of life, these other spokes, are going to help push you towards that if that's the destination that you're pushing towards. For some others, this spoke might not be as important. This might just be something that helps supplement the wheel, that helps drive that person forward and helps them feel whole and happy as it is. For some of those people, this could be something as simple as, like, I just like to enjoy watching Netflix. I like to just play board games and hang out and just dedicate time to just doing things that I just enjoy doing, just because it's a little escape for me. So for a lot of these people, this comes down to their personal time just being the time that they do the things that make them happy. So regardless of which one of these 2 types of people you are, one of the most important elements of developing your personal wellness is the amount of time dedicated to that spoke of the wheel. Time management is crucial here. So if you're the person who wants to make that personal development, that personal wellness spoke, the primary spoke in your life, if you want everything else to work towards building that out and achieving some kind of dream of mastering a craft or whatnot, it takes a lot of time and a lot of commitment, a lot of dedication to making that thing happen. So you've got to be willing to put the hours in, have a discipline to make sure you are dedicating free time not to some of those smaller things like Netflix and video gaming, but to mastering that craft. And if you're on the flip side of that, if you don't really have as big of a need for that personal wellness spoke in your life, it might be better for you to think about spending less time doing those kind of things. Think about how much time you dedicate towards just making yourself happy and pleasing yourself. For example, are you watching so much Netflix that you're neglecting reading and you're neglecting working out and doing some of those other things that more so contribute to your long-term overall general happiness? Do we need to cut back on some of the time that we dedicate to just doing what makes us feel happy in the moment in order to pour it into and strengthen out some of those other spokes of the wheel that we talk about? Now, I don't want to sound too hypocritical here. After all, Klowd9 is about doing the things in life that make you happy. But there's a bigger picture that comes with the happiness that comes from discipline, of not just taking the things in the moment that are going to have temporary satisfaction, and instead using the time to dedicate towards something that has a long-term lasting effect of happiness. Outstretching that ride of Klowd9 and what that is in your life. So ultimately, outside of time management, the best tips that we can give here is to just become as self-aware as possible. Just get to know yourself. That's what personal wellness is all about, is just really figuring out who I am, how do I operate, what makes me tick, and how can I become the best version of myself. So as we wrap up this series, the last question that we really want to ask is, what does Klowd9 look like in your life? How do I get to this perfect state of happiness? What is it that I really love to do, and what kind of heights am I willing to go in order to make sure that I can do that thing as consistently and often as possible? The most important thing is to just realize that you are unique. You are one of a kind. Nobody does you like you. We promise that the more you come to accept and embrace this, the happier you will be in life. The more that you accept yourself for who you are and recognize your contribution to the world, the more joy and satisfaction and fulfillment you will find in life. So we challenge you to be the best version of you that you can be. That's what Klowd9 is all about. It is us challenging each other and holding each other accountable to being the best version of ourselves. Sit down, write out how you feel about each one of these spokes of your own life. Give yourself an assessment and be real with yourself. Which area of life needs the most attention? Which spoke of the wheel is making my ride, my journey right now bumpy? And address it. Set goals so that you will be able to create habits. Make these habits become so second nature to you that you don't even realize that it's a goal anymore. It's just part of your life. And as you do that, you will accomplish big things in life, and you will change the world. So that's what we're working to do, that's what we're trying our best with, and that's what we're embracing with this whole page, this whole brand of Klowd9. And we're doing it together as a team, and it is a long, difficult journey, but it feels good to be able to do these videos, to be able to share this insight with you guys. Things that have already changed my life up to this point, and as we continue to apply these principles, know that they will change our lives for the better moving forward. So we hope that you've enjoyed this. We hope that this has inspired you, that this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. Even if you take one thing away from this whole series of videos that we've done so far, it will be worth it to us. Thank you for hopping on Klowd9 with us. We look forward to connecting with you more and collaborating with you in the future. And we thank you for liking and engaging and sharing the content that we've been posting. So we're going to do our best to continue to provide you with as good of content as possible, stuff that'll challenge you and push you and motivate and encourage you moving forward. And we look forward to seeing you in the future here. Thanks again for watching, guys. Finish the month out strong. We hope you have a great week, and we will see you here in April. Take care.